Super Mario passes on his quiet life in reality to venture out to the Mushroom Realm and face his most impressive foe. Nintendo's handyman hops onto the big screen with an alternate story that we will tell and explain. Begins with the Lord of the Koopas Bowser, who intends to decimate the land safeguarded by the Wiz and get his ability to become powerful. Bowser shows up imposingly in the place that is known for the penguins, determined to get their fortune at any expense, albeit the penguins attempt to shield themselves by tossing snowballs they can't bear. Upping to Bowser and his military. At last he obliterates the Ice Realm, subsequently starting a colossal issue for the Mushroom Kingdom of Mario. Mario and Luigi. Mario live in reality in Brooklyn, where they fill in as handymen with their own business. On the off chance that your lines have any issues, call these handymen and they'll fix some work for you. In Brooklyn, Mario worked close by his accomplice Spike. However, he passed on the organization because of its circumstances and is currently independently employed with his sibling. Previously seemed Mario and Luigi live with their parents, who feel very frustrated for not accomplishing their profession objectives, particularly after they obliterated the washroom of a rich woman. One day Mario and Luigi go to checks and lines underground, a huge release that nobody can stop is flooding the city, and Mario and Luigi go there to demonstrate their value as handymen. It appears to be an ordinary workday, yet they didn't realize that it would have been the initial step of their new life. And gigantic and enchanted pipe sucks the Mario siblings in, who go through space to another aspect, where despite making every effort to remain together may turn out to be isolated. Something almost identical occurred in the primary surprisingly realistic Super Mario film, with Mario and Luigi crossing aspects and winding up in a different universe. Mario, as opportune as could be expected, shows up in this new world. The lines a lot shockingly, he understands he's not in Brooklyn, but rather meet an exceptionally unique Toad who offers to direct him through this new world. Here Mario lets him know that he lost his sibling Luigi and need to find him, as it seems he fell into a fairly dim spot. Toad, who is extremely useful however, persuaded that Luigi is dead, consents to assist Mario, and they, with starting their journey to Toad Town in this dreamland where the Toads reside. There are things like coin blocks you can hit to get assets. Why had anybody concocted that before? In this mysterious spot there were numerous Toads with shops and cafes. In the meantime, others construct stages that will doubtlessly sound recognizable on the off chance that you've played Super Mario games. Mario in this film isn't extremely used to bouncing, so he battles a lot. The entire city is loaded with lines and it's difficult to tell where you'll wind up when you enter one. So in any event, for Mario as a line master, this is all out disarray. At long last, after numerous disasters, Toad and Mario show up at their objective, Princess Peach's palace in the Mushroom Kingdom. While Mario is having a good time playing with Toad, Luigi is likewise having a ton of fun subsequent to arriving in the Shadow Kingdom. As you might realize, Luigi is a bit scared, and he showed us this in Luigi's house game, so at this moment he's truly battling as a lot of bones emerge starting from the earliest stage attempt to get him. Despite his efforts, he ends up in a trap and is caught by Bowser's minions and taken in an inflatable to their sanctuary. Comac cautions the Koopa ruler that a human has shown up in the Mushroom Kingdom and could jeopardize their triumph plans, and unintentionally they have one more human as a prisoner. Bowser torments Luigi a tiny bit of spot to get more insights regarding Mario and his arrangements. Luigi winds up secured in a little cell looming over a magma pit close by Penguin's radical cronies and an extremely critical Luma, making Luigi and the others sink further into their misery. Princess Peach is in control and gets stressing news that Bowser is arranging an attack in the Mushroom Kingdom in Toad's Town, which could face a similar outcome as the Penguin Kingdom. The issue is that the Toad individuals are not precisely fighters. As a matter of fact, they're simply lovable, so they choose to request help from their neighboring kingdom, the Jungle Apes. Mario meets Peach in the palace and requests help to protect his sibling, and the princess, shocked to have met another human, consents to go with him, assuming that he breezes through an expertise assessment. Obviously Mario is only a clever handyman, so Princess Peach chooses to test how suitable he is for the fight to come. The initial step is to turn into an expert of bounces and stages, rehearsing with robots that emulate Bowser's minions. This part is roused by the exemplary degrees of Super Mario siblings, with a lot of enemy that you'll surely recognize from the games. Yet in their mechanical rendition, Princess Peach likewise makes a move to show Mario how it's shown improvement over we thought. Mario nearly outperforms her, and Peach at last considers him commendable. The following day they set out on their journey towards the Ape Kingdom, not without first experiencing Toad, who follows along on the experience. They go through different universes that you'll doubtlessly perceive from games like Super Mario Odyssey in the Sand Kingdom or Baba's Warzone from Super Mario 64. Additionally, Yoshi's Island, where they love apples, and a cozy moment between the Princess Mario and Toad. Peach uncovers that she likewise comes from the universe of people. She doesn't have the foggiest idea how she showed up in the Mushroom Kingdom. Yet when she was a child, the Toads took her in and broadcasted her their queen. Here the force of the Fire Flower is shown, and Peach promises Mario that they will save his sibling. This is the initial time in history that Princess Peach's starting point has been told. In the meantime, there's a major disclosure. Bowser is rehearsing the piano to sing a melody to Peach. Since his actual design is to wed her, he previously attempted this in Super Mario Odyssey and practically succeeded. However, it appears to be that from the very start this was his definitive desire. Tragically, the greeting to the Ape Kingdom isn't generally so warm as they had trusted, with Cranky Kong consenting to help them out provided that they crushed his child Donkey Kong in an epic fight that has all that from left and right punches to cats that are excessively charming to confront a gorilla cat. Mario power beats Donkey Kong, who winds up crushed, and Grouchy consents to team up in the showdown against Bowser. Consequently, they choose to set out on an excursion back to the Mushroom Kingdom, utilizing the most most recent primate innovation and mechanization which permits them with very little to make their own vehicles by picking the body wheels and hang glider. This kind of vehicle development is equivalent to found in the Mario Kart series since Mario Kart 7 for Nintendo 3DS. Once everybody has their vehicles, they put on an excursion in a difficult spot to the Mushroom Kingdom, which is upset by Bowser's minions. They snare Mario and his companions, compelling them into a legendary Mario Kart style fight on Rainbow Street. Here the princess utilizes repulsive force innovation on her bicycle, permitting her to drive on walls as we saw in Mario Kart 8. With it and the hang glider, she's ready to save Toad from falling into the chasm. Mario and Donkey Kong anyway are not generally so fortunate as they get hit by a blue shell and fall into the ocean. However, their misfortune doesn't end there as they're promptly eaten by a tremendous female horse. The other primates are caught and shipped off prison. Peach and Toad show up at the palace so as to caution everybody that Bowser is going to go attack. They don't figure out how to get away and Bowser lands in the Mushroom Kingdom to propose to the princess, taking steps to kill Toad in the event that she doesn't say okay. So in the end she acknowledges. In the meantime, in the cells, Kamik declares that everybody present will be sacrificed in magma as a contribution at Peach and Bowser's wedding. Mario and Donkey Kong are frantic inside the horse yet phenomenally escape with a barrel thruster and immediately arrive at the Mushroom Kingdom. It's under attack by Bowser's minions and a serious fight starts, where Mario and Donkey Kong utilize the Tanuki suit and the Fire Blossom to re-establish request to the city. They begin to move to Bowser's palace where the wedding with Peach is going to occur. The princess is hesitantly preparing for the service and Toad gives her a wonderful bunch of roses to assist her with traversing the difficulty. Peach shows up at the altar with every one of the detainees going to be sacrificed, when unexpectedly she pulls an ice rose from the bouquet that Toad put and freezes Bowser and his minions. The Bob-Omb King lights and detonates, leaving a forsaken scene, and the princess loses her powers. Fortunately, Mario and Donkey Kong show up with perfect timing to stop the penance and assist with Peaching. Bowser somewhat defrosts and initiates a bonsai bill that will totally destroy the Mushroom Kingdom. Tanuki Mario faces him, shifting the direction and raising a ruckus around town through which Mario showed up. This causes an interdimensional collapse that sends Bowser's floating palace to Brooklyn, and the last fight starts. Bowser acquires the high ground on Mario. However, Peach figures out how to grab the hotshot from return and gives it to the handyman siblings. They become loaded up with power and figure out how to overcome Bowser, causing him to eat a scaled down mushroom and catching him in a container. This is a reference to the start of Super Mario 3D Reality where Bowser catches pixies in a suppress. Here he's the person who closes inside the Mushroom Kingdom, is protected, and in the end Mario awakens and his broken room yet after opening the window ends up in the Mushroom Realm, his new home. This makes sense of how in certain games like Paper Mario the handyman's home is in the Mushroom Kingdom and not in Brooklyn, since he most certainly moved to this new world. In a mysterious scene, a Yoshi egg was shipped to Brooklyn and it appears to open, making way for the continuation of the Super Mario film. What is your take on how Mario and Luigi's story has been told in their most memorable Energized film? Subscribe to our channel and take a look at the rest of our videos. See you next time.